Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of Period 2 Mrs. Claus's chemistry class. I'm Jacob Dorsey, and over here is Ali Rose, and we're going to talk to you about how hybrid cars work and how great they are. Now, Ali, how do hybrid cars work?
Hybrid cars are half electric and half gas. Some people get that
mixed up. They think that it is just electric or just gas. How electric cars work is when a car is roughly driving 45 miles or less, it's running directly on electric. Once it gets past 45 to 55, 60, it's running on both. After 55, 60 and on, it's fully gas. Now, how electric cars work is directly from turning kinetic energy into electric energy. What happens is when a car is moving, every single spin of the tire, your brakes, your acceleration, everything, it produces kinetic energy. While the arm is running around, it produces kinetic energy, then it goes to a motor, and that motor stores it in the back into electric energy in the back. So let's say you're going on Route 2 or whatever, you're flooring it 45, 50. Technically speaking, you're running on electric and gas. So how do you only on 35 miles or less, like an average Joe, you're only running on electric. So therefore, you're using less gas and helping the environment. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can show how it's good for Mother Nature, but it's all an individual appeal. Like, to me personally, I don't really want to be driving hybrid. I need horsepower. I need horsepower all the way. Horsepower, baby. The price. Let's discuss some of the prices.
The 2015 best hybrid car of the year was the Honda Accord hybrid. Miles per gallon in the city was 50. In the highway, it was 45 because, like Ali said, when you're going at a faster pace, you use more of the gas. But in the city, you're going really slow, so you're using just the electric. And that was around $30,000, which is a pretty good price for 50 miles to the gallon. And then at the lower bottom for hybrid cars was the Prius C, and that was 53 in the city and 46 on the highway, and it was roughly around 20,000. But the Honda Accord was a lot better. It's a lot nicer. It's got better features for it.
Leather seats.
There you go, leather seats. They're not bad cars, but personally, I wouldn't drive one. I wouldn't really mind the gas mileage. But
I personally wouldn't drive a hybrid car, necessarily a Prius, you know what I mean? I mean, that's not my style, but hey, if it's your style, amen to that. But there's certainly a lot of options. One option that you can either do is get an all-electric car if you're really one of those nut jobs that are trying to save the earth or whatever. You can get a Tesla. Now, a Tesla is a pure electric car, meaning that it does not convert kinetic energy into electric energy. You have to stop every 350 miles or so on a charge. You have to stop. You have to pull over, plug it in, and you have to wait 3 or 4 hours to get a charge. That being one, another thing about a Tesla is that they're expensive. You're looking at $75,000 beginning. Now, the government is trying to give like tax breaks. You get like an $8,000 tax break if you buy a Tesla. You get this tax break, you get that tax break. Yeah, and technology nowadays is great. It's getting up there. But at this time in our economy, our science, our motor science, so to speak, I don't think that it's at its potential. Now, in the future, maybe all you'll see is electric cars, hybrid cars, and gas, and the problem of gas will be solved. But now I think is very, very, very tough. I mean, you're looking at not a lot of options. People always say you are what you drive. If you drive a Prius, you're maybe a mom, you're a dad, nice, whatever. You go to, not you work a 9 to 5 job. You want to save Earth. You want to do your part. There's some guys that want the meanest, the baddest, the most gas guzzler machine that's out there. For those, you can't make them happy. So if electric is where we're going in our day of age, I think that they would have to definitely be a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? They have to be more universal to everyone's taste. Now, preferences, it goes a long way. There's a lot of different types of electrics that you can get. You can get battery electric cars, which use batteries. They store it in there. You can get hydrogen fuel cells. What that does is instead of converting it into the battery, it converts it into hydrogen gas and using a fuel cell. They're coming now, but they're expensive and the technology it hasn't reached its potential. There's certainly a lot of different ways that you can save money, you can save gas just by doing some tricks like when you're at a red light, turn off the car. When you're driving, don't stop on the gas. Drive like a normal person, accelerate like a normal person. There's plenty of other stuff. You can check the tire pressure. That will definitely save you, not on like a
To
maximum.
interrupt you for a second, and I myself, I have a 2002 Chevy 2500.
Oh,
And
that's powerful.
I get 9 miles to the gallon.
Wow,
in Albany.
crap.
In Albany, I get 9 miles to the gallon, but when I'm driving on the highway, I get around 13. I know you drive a Mercedes ML.
GL 450. It's definitely a pain in the butt on gas, but I love it. You know what I mean? So it's all, like I said, it's a personal preference. There you go. So.
And
I
that's,
mean,
I'm Jake Dorsey, and this is Ali Shiroz, and that's our input
on how hybrid cars work.
That's how they work. All right. Thank you.
Is it off? No?
Come on, go to the bus.